Hey guys, it's Sewell here, and today we're going to talk about my thoughts on the iPhone 6 Plus. And the first thing I got to say, that phone is huge. I held it in my hand and I couldn't believe the size. But the question that we should be asking ourselves is not, should I just go out and buy this phone because I like it, but can this phone benefit me in what I'm doing? And it could be you're doing some type of media work. It could be you're doing some type of maybe you're an accountant, maybe you do web design. And I'm not saying can this phone create websites or do banking or do any of those things, but will it make you more efficient? Will a bigger screen really help you as a photographer? I think so. Will a bigger screen really help you as a designer? I believe so. So these are questions we have to ask ourselves, but let me just get right into the review. So first things I noticed was it's fast. And I'm not talking about 10, 15 times faster than the 5S. But I mean, it moves through items pretty quickly. There are still a couple of lags in the system. Like I've noticed some lagging with the, when I brought up certain applications, it just got a white screen for about maybe two seconds. Not a big deal, but it's just something I would think Apple would have tweaked while updating the operating system. And this phone is actually made for this OS, iOS 8. So I was a little bit surprised. However, the landscape mode is pretty nice, and I think because this device is a mixture between a phone and a tablet. I think they call it phablets or phoblets, whatever they're called. It's a hybrid between a phone and a tablet. Most people say that. I think they're pretty close because a 7-inch phone or a 7-inch device is pretty much a tablet, and of course, as we know, it's a 6-inch device. So that's actually the outside. Now, I'm not talking about the screen aspect. I'm talking about the actual size of the phone. So, should you buy this phone? Would I buy this phone? Right now, I'm using the 5S. I personally want to wait because, as a photographer, let's get this thing out the case. The case I'm using here is actually the out-of-box. I believe it's called. I'll put it in the show notes. But anyway, I'm using the out-of-box case right now. I have the 5S. Should I upgrade to the 6 Plus or even the 6? Personally, I say no because I'm waiting for a better camera and I'm waiting for a few more enhancements. So for me, I set specific goals, and when I see a device reaches those goals, I actually make that move. So looking at the phone right now, I'm comparing it between the 5, which is the iPhone 5 here, and I'm looking at 2 Netflix videos. And as you can see, the 6 gives you a better viewing experience. So if you're a better viewing experience. So if you're viewing videos on your phone, if you're viewing images on your phone, I definitely recommend making that upgrade. As far as text is more legible because you wouldn't have to bring it as close. You keep it further away. I believe that would be a good move to make as well. If you're doing a lot of documents and if you have clients reading things on your phone, it can be a contract. People are signing contracts today on cell phones. There are apps for that right now. If you're scanning documents, if you do a lot of paperwork and you need to scan documents into your phone, you can check now more of the detail because it's a 1080p screen of that image or that scanned document. Now, some of the things I would kind of say no to are basically the size of the device. It's pretty difficult to make a phone call with one hand. You probably need 2 hands. Though Apple has implemented a double tapping function on the home button, which brings everything down so you don't have to reach all the way to the top. I believe that's added a nice bonus to this device. I'm more leaning towards a 6. The 6 it's a 4.7-inch screen, and it can fit into one hand pretty easily. Yes, you can't reach to the top as easy as a 5 or even a 4S or the 4, but it's a lot more manageable than the 6 Plus. I wouldn't say it's much of a difference between the 6 and the 6 Plus in terms of speed, but I will say that 3 things to consider when buying this device. 1, portability. How often are you going to be taking your phone out and typing on the go? Is that going to be a factor for you? If you're doing a lot of photography, you need your phone for a light meter. You need your phone for signing in of model release forms. If you need your phone for behind the scenes recording of your photography sessions, whatever you're doing. Obviously, you're going to use a case. But how portable is the device at that point? How convenient is it for you to just take it out and use it at will? Second of all, battery life. How often are you using your phone? Will the 6 Plus give you more battery life? Apparently so, yes. It will give you a longer battery life. Is that a big factor to you? Can you sacrifice size over battery time? If yes, then maybe the 6 Plus is for you. The third thing to think about also is what are you coming from? What device are you coming from? Are you coming from an Android that has a large screen like the Note 3, or even the Nexus, which has, I believe, is a 5-inch screen? Will there be a massive difference between the 6 Plus and your current device? Or are you just upgrading because the device is new? Now, that's fine. It's your decision. You can do it. But as far as investments, it's best to make sure you're making an investment that's actually going to pay you back versus you just spending it for the sake of spending it. Till next time, guys, this is Sewell here. And look forward actually to some more videos, not just on iOS apps, but also on using your phone more often to capture content, whether it's recording video, recording sound, or even taking notes, or even scanning documents. We're going to start doing some of those things because as business owners and as creative professionals, yes, there's paperwork we need to do, and yes, there is some other auxiliary processes that go along with our work. So just stay tuned. Until next time.